Hi, I'm Peter Sibon. Welcome to Nuju Digital Podcasting Series. This time, I'd like to focus on digital economy or DE. The world's digital economy have been emphasized by the Sarawak government under the leadership of Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Johari Tun Openg, Premier of Sarawak. In the 2030 post-COVID-19 development strategy, PCDS, the future of economic growth in Sarawak will be focused on digital economy or DE, as it is envisioned that Sarawak will achieve developed status by then. However, there are still many of us who are still wondering what exactly does digital economy really means. Recently, the Sarawak Multimedia Authority's Public Relations and Media Unit has interviewed Chief Scientist and Chief Advisor to the Sarawak Government, Professor Jack Singh, to understand the concept of digital economy and its implication to Sarawak's future economic growth.
To me, digital economy is a global marketplace. Remember, global is not a local marketplace, it's a global marketplace that is defined, organized, enabled, and facilitated by information and communication technologies, digital technologies, and data. In other words, it's an economic activity generated by billions of online interactions between people, businesses, devices, machines, and processes. So this is what I see what digital economy.
Among others, Professor Jack Singh said, digital economy is not a local digital marketplace, but rather a global in nature. And the best part of digital economy is that it has no limit. He also predicted that by 2025, the global forecast of digital economy will contribute to 25% to the world GDP, which on average would be about 25% of the world total GDP, which is valued at about $25 trillion.
Digital economy started about 50 years ago when the world started looking into ICT, that is, IT and telecommunication, devices and computers. Companies like Google, Amazon, Alibaba and others starting using the hardware of the network and then develop this platform where transaction and business are taking place. For Sarawak, we have developed the S-Pair Global, which is a good platform to start up our digital economy. Sarawak is looking forward to take active participation into the global digital economy.
To try and break into three areas. One is the society itself. Because when we look at digital economy, it's not only economy, we're looking at the economy and the society as a whole. Because if you do not include society, then there's going to be a divide. Some will win, some will lose. And digital transformation, digital is very good at dividing, right? The haves and the don't haves, right? And especially for society, what I see, there will be huge job opportunities and social well-being, in particular in the skilled and semi-skilled areas. Society will have access to internet. Once they've got access to internet, that's where they can start doing business on their own. The students will have access to online training, which is, especially in the pandemic, what we are facing, that is very difficult to get education. The other thing is that the household income, because now there are a lot of gig workers, which are digital workers, in other areas, higher paid job, the household income will go up. And that's one of our agenda in PCDS, the post-COVID development strategy.
The main value of digital economy is the new business model which will come in. People will then be able to access to the global market. So, in this way, the economy will be growing in startups, high-tech, industry investment, and so on.
And I'm very proud, especially in Malaysia. Sarawak was one of the first states that really formulated the strategy to transform our economy. And the credit goes to our premier, that it was his vision. He's so visionary leader, that he could foresee. He's a futurist, I tell you. And it was his idea, and that's when SMA was born.